Wow, it never fails. Today's sports media is non existent. We really don't. We don't have anything in our bodies right now which comes to actual journalism. People who are went to school for journalism and all of this, they don't do any researching of anything anymore. They just go with things. That's it. Oh my God. Now, here's the problem. Antonio Brown sent out a a picture on his Instagram or Twitter, whatever. He leaked out a personal message Tom Brady left him. Whether, even though it sounds as if Tom Brady is talking to Antonio Brown right now, today, he is not. He is actually speaking. He's actually speaking to him from a text from May 2021. And nobody knows why he put that message out. And they start slamming Antonio Brown that says, Tom Brady text just makes you look stupid. They have no clue as to what this text message is alluding to or anything. Why is Brady talking to him like this? The sports media didn't realize what was going on. But I did. I knew. Now, the problem was the problem was a little bit deeper than what you know. Now, a lot of you guys know that Tom Brady and Antonio Brown were living together. He wanted him to get on the team. He wanted to give him a chance. And he let him live at his house so he had to worry about paying money to stay somewhere or renting a house just so he would be on the team. Now, here's what you didn't know that I wish journalists would have went and found out. Antonio Brown was in negotiations for his contract. This is April of 2021. In April, he had been in talks with Tampa since I think March. March they started talking about you know entertaining what re-signing him would be. They were very pleased with how he carried himself and how he performed in the Super Bowl. And they were like, okay, this is the kind of guy. We'll still watch this thing, but he showed us he was worth what we paid. Now it's time to, he just played himself into a contract. So when it's time to get this contract again, Here's the problem. When it's time to do the contract and to get everything going and put everything on track and get everything moving, you know what I'm saying? It's like it was stalemate. So he started to stir the pot. He called the Seattle Seahawks because they were interested in him before he went to Tampa. They were the team who was considering signing him. And they were considering, after his Super Bowl performance, of signing him again. You know, like, okay, let's go ahead and get this done. Him working with Russ, that would have been a great combination. So once this hits the internet, the airwaves, everybody's a buzz like, uh-oh, it looks like AB's going to join Russ over in Seattle. Here he comes. And Tom Brady, who had been in contact with Antonio Brown through this whole thing, and was saying how much, hey, we want you back and all of these different things. He's like, whoa, what's going on here? We want this guy back. What's happening? So prior to that, this Seattle Seahawks negotiation, they hadn't put together an offer. And Antonio Brown, what he wants is guaranteed money. He wanted a guaranteed $10 million, from what I've been told. He felt he earned $10 million, all guaranteed. He did all his requirements that he did. The previous year, he thought he should have some guaranteed money. His Super Bowl performance backed all of this up. So, all of a sudden, Tom Brady hits him with a message. Because the Bucks have been trying to contact him. He hadn't really gotten back to him anyway about their offer and what was on the table. They told Tom, like, we haven't heard anything from him. Like, I don't know if he's entertaining another deal or is he trying to just use us to drive up the price. Uh, we don't know what more we could do. We might have to move on from. So now Brady's pissed because OTAs is coming up. And he's upset. He's going to be missing some OTAs and doing what he's got to do. He didn't have OTAs the previous year. This year, he kind of wants to get a chance to throw around with the guys who's going to be on the team. And he want to kind of have everybody wrapped up. So this comes right in the midst of all of this that's going on. So you are demonstrating very poor decisions and poor communication to so many people who have gone above and beyond to help you. You are acting selfish, and unfortunately, many of those people are exhausted by the erratic and unpredictable emotional behavior. When I met you, you were humble, willing to learn, and anxious to improve things in your life. In a short period of time, you have done those things and accomplished some great things, and very much on the path to success long term. Unfortunately, you have reverted very much back to a young, immature man that is selfish, self serving, irrational, and irresponsible. I, for one, am disappointed in so many behaviors over the past few months. You have seemed to have lost that humility, that APG. You have gone from hanging around good quality people that had genuine interest in seeing you succeed to seeing others whose lives are erratic and out of control and leading you down a negative path. Oh my goodness. That was something else. Yep. That is why he's showing that message. Because 2 weeks later, he signed that contract and rejoined Tom in Tampa. Yep. He rejoined Brady in Tampa. And that contract was almost all incentive based. And this is why he's posting that. He's letting the world know, like, look at Tom Brady. Look at what I did for Tom. Look at what I did. He didn't fight for me to get my money. He's mad at me, telling me I'm selfish when he's got guaranteed money and I don't. You see? He's pointing that out without saying it. Now, there was a lot of different things that transpired that was crazy in the playoffs for the Bucks last year. So that 1 year deal that was worth 3.1 million, he wanted 2 million of that contract incentives to be guaranteed. He wanted some guaranteed money. Now, his contract was like about 916,000 was in base salary and $2 million signing bonus and more than 370,000 in a roster bonus. Then he had other benchmarks that he could get for more incentives, like for 5 touchdowns, for 7 touchdowns, different bonuses. He had 3 bonuses for 333,000, and all of these incentive bases was in his contract. Antonio Brown burrowed down because he was mad he was hurt. In NFL, an incentive-based contract is a very dangerous thing to have because you can get injured. And now, because of your injury, you can't get those benchmarks. And Antonio Brown was frustrated because here it is, he's got a broken bone, and yet he's got to compete and go out there and play to try to go and get that money. Brady would have made sure he got it. He gave him like 3 touchdowns the week prior because he needed it for his incentive bonus. Brady would have got him there, but his impatience and erratic behavior made them terminate the contract immediately when he did the ankle situation. So the game he played when he waved goodbye in the New York Jets MetLife Stadium was probably the last time you'll see him as a player on the field. And unfortunately for him, the realization is going to hit when he hit his 50s. He knowing he had probably 2 to 3 more years of good football left. And all the money's gone. And he's getting that small pension check from the NFL. He's going to realize, what have I done? But it's a sad situation, man. So that's why he's bringing that up. He wanted to do that because he's mad at Tom. He's trying to get Tom Brady to come pick him up or do something for him again. These guys, like Antonio Brown, these guys are they always wait for somebody else to bail them out of something. Somebody's got to do a favor for them. They don't know how to take responsibility and do things for self. And it's sad. It's really sad because he was one of the best, route runners there was in the game. Even in his 30s, he could still make moves quicker than most of these 20-year-old wide receivers on the route. It is a shame what has happened to this man. It is a tragedy. So, with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Like the video, subscribe to the page. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Love, peace, and hair grease. And I'm out.